You may be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Charles Lewis, and I'm the principal of Franklin County High School. I'm honored to have the privilege of leading the 2021 commencement ceremony, as this group of seniors has set many precedents in leadership, academics, and athletics. In this year of abnormality, we are pleased to be able to you are able to join us as we recognize and celebrate the class of 2021. Please allow me to introduce the platform guests. To my left, members of our Board of Education, Ms. Belinda Henson, Mr. Chuck Fletcher, Mr. Larry Perkins, and Ms. Natalie Lyle, Chairwoman of the Board. Our Superintendent, Mr. Mark Kopp, and Assistant Superintendents, Mr. John Fields and Ms. Charla Six. To my right, Assistant Principal, Ms. Jennifer Donnelly, and Guidance Counselors, Robin Lawhorn and Kayla Creeley. Graduating high school is not the mere completion of 4 years of study, but the culmination of 13 years of commitments. It's the commitments of our students to show up, study, and put in the work to get to this point. It's the commitment of family members who have ferried students to and from school, practices, etc., counseled them, provided their needs, and made sure they were there for the countless hours that led to today. As well, school isn't a place, and school doesn't just happen. It's the hard work of many dedicated adults that create the opportunities for the learning that occurs. Not only the teachers that played a role in this achievement, it's also cooks, bus drivers, custodians, and any other position within schools that work with our students. If in any way you have played a role in helping a graduate reach today's ceremony, please stand at this time and be recognized. It's fitting that this is Memorial Day weekend, and as such, we should recognize three very distinct groups. First, would all veterans of any branches of the armed service in the building please stand and be recognized. Second, we would like to recognize those graduates who will be joining one of the branches of the armed services upon graduation. When your name is called, please stand and be recognized. Please hold your applause until all names have been called. Mr. Logan Boone, Landon Good, and Keith Travis. And to close, as we celebrate Memorial Day and think about all those who made today possible, we would like to honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice and the loss of life for the very freedoms we are expressing through this ceremony today. Please join me in a brief moment of silence for our fallen members of the armed services. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Today's choral selection by the FCHS choristers contains an excerpt from a larger poem that I will read now. Choristers recorded this performance on May 20th at FCHS. O Love That Will Not Let Me Go, by George Matheson, written in 1886. O love that will not let me go, I rest my weary soul in thee. I give thee back the life I owe, that in thine ocean depths its flow may richer, fuller be. O joy that seekest me through the pain, I cannot close my heart to thee. I trace the rainbow through the rain and feel the promise is not vain, that morn shall tearless be. O love that will not let me go. With love and joy, we are honored to perform Elaine Hagenberg's O Love for you today. As we leave high school, let's always remember the love and the joy that we found at FCHS and carry these memories with us into our future. Please enjoy.
Welcome, and thank you guys for coming. My name is Philip Pfeiffer, and I'm your senior class co-president. 4 years ago, I walked into this school for the first time as a skinny, wide-eyed, previously homeschooled kid. I had no idea what to expect from public school. I didn't know anyone. I didn't even know what a Scantron was. Yet this school opened its arms to me and brought me into this family. I quickly learned how to fill in those small Scantron rectangles. I plunged into 7-hour school days, intense pep rallies, passionate sports rivalries, diverse clubs, and incredible dances. I learned of our powerful school spirit and long-held traditions. Just a few weeks ago in our senior class meeting, Mr. Kopp reaffirmed what we already knew, that the culture, the energy, and the school spirit at Franklin County High School are unsurpassed, especially compared to another school that we all know. As students, we know difficulty and opportunity. We have grown under good teachers, and we have struggled under teachers who have been difficult at times. We survived and thrived in a pandemic year. Many of us still learned, still achieved, and still grew. We became better people, better students, and better athletes through our perseverance and through the perseverance of those who care about us. We were strong enough to stay the course, and we, here today, graduate as Franklin County Flyers. Virtual learning wasn't all bad. I got a lot more sleep. We flourished and failed together, and we are stronger for it. Our high school experience has prepared us for the next stage in our lives. We are ready to embrace strong friendships, powerful relationships, inspiring professors, and new mentors. We are also ready for tough times. It has been my honor to serve as your class president throughout our high school journey. I could not have done it without you all, my fellow students. Thank you for challenging me to be a better version of myself. Because of our experiences in the classroom, in the athletic arena, in clubs, and other organizations, we are ready to embrace the challenges of life that will be thrown at us. I want to thank all of my family, teachers, coaches, principals, custodians, lunch ladies, bus drivers, and friends for contributing to my high school experience. A special thank you to Coach Games, Coach Gearhart, and Coach Ledford for teaching me how to play football. You all helped me find my path, and you guided me through my recruitment process. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Wise, for your patience with my low basketball IQ. And thank you for making me lift weights with the football team my sophomore year. Thank you, Miss Parrott and Miss Campbell, for putting up with me and teaching me a lot of math along the way. Thank you, Mr. Johnson and Coach Sheridan, for teaching me, giving me advice, and listening to me. Mr. Johnson, your influence on me and thousands of students before me is unparalleled. Your work in this school has been invaluable. Maybe now that I'm graduating, you will listen to a little bit of my advice and start drinking more water than coffee. Thank you, Mr. Hyatt, for challenging me more than any other teacher. We miss you. Thank you, Miss Donnelly, for being a great person and for loving our school. I couldn't have gotten through high school without you. Lastly, we must recognize the class of 2020. Just over a year ago, COVID hit and canceled everything, including their prom. Instead of spending their hard-earned money on themselves during a pandemic, they gave us nearly $20,000. They are the reason that we were able to be generous with people in need this year. And most of all, the class of 2020 is the reason that we had our prom. Thank you. I have one final essential statement to the faculty, administration, and students. Thank you for feeding me. Maybe once we leave, Miss Donnelly won't worry so much, but somehow I doubt it. Maybe once we're gone, Mr. Johnson will finally realize that Florida is nicer than his decorated classroom. More likely, they will have to take him out in a wheelchair. No matter what happens after we leave, the class of 2020 will be remembered as the strongest, toughest class in school history. We have done what no other class has ever done. We have beaten a pandemic together. We are ready for anything. Thank you.
Hello, friend. Sorry. Thanks, Mr. Lewis. Hello, friends, family, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, fellow graduates. My name is Peyton Sutton, and I've had the honor of serving as senior class co-president this past year. As the class of 2021, we started out the year with many uncertainties, almost as many as we came into the school with the first day of our freshman year. But who could blame us after what unfolded in the spring of 2020? But fortunately, building off of the example set by the grace shown from the class before us, we knew we had to find a way to turn our uncertainties into something that would give us hope and prepare us for life after high school. COVID put a halt on many of our experiences at Franklin County. We too missed out on a lot of activities that we would normally get to do. Through the guidance of our teachers, staff, parents, and those who came before us, we soon began to focus on what we could do. What we did was send our football team to the state championship for the first time in school history. What we did was send our girls basketball team back to the Sweet 16, just like we did in 2020. What we did was bring back traditions like baccalaureate and prom after a one-year absence, and we made them our own. And let me tell you, we made prom, without question, the greatest prom this school has ever seen. We followed guidelines, we stayed safe, we made memories that will last a lifetime. And as Mrs. Collette noted to Mr. Johnson, we made a memorable night out of a very forgettable year. If prom wasn't proof that we can do anything, overcome anything, and make the best of any situation, I don't know what is. Just like we did when we were virtual, just like we did when we slowly started to return to school in person. So let's remember the good times that helped us to get to this moment. The big times and the little times. The funny times, like when teachers inadvertently taught classes on mute. The times when you just had to see it to believe it, like the day Mr. Johnson wore a t-shirt and jeans to school. Yes, that really happened. Whenever you're down, think of those good times. Think of those times you dug deep and persevered. Think of how we got through this together and let those times be your momentum to the future. And find a way to build on it again and again and again. Let's extend our gratitude to those who encouraged us and those who had faith in us. I would personally like to thank the community, including those who volunteered to adopt the senior throughout the year. I must also thank all of our wonderful teachers, in particular, Mr. Johnson, Mrs. Parrott, Ms. Karstner, and Sherry Smith. I would also like to thank Mr. Kopp for always having the students' best interests in mind when making decisions, as well as our administration at FCHS that has helped us to have several events in the last few weeks of the school year. Lastly, thank you to my fellow class officers and all of my classmates. This wouldn't have been the experience it was without you. While it's important to show our gratitude, let's also look to ourselves for our value, our diligence, and how we are fortunate to be here today together. We've made it. This is our victory. And maybe we didn't get to spell the victory cheers seniors and boo the freshmen like we always dreamed, but we still sure have something to be proud of. VICTORY, that's our senior battle cry. Thank you.
Many of our students are wearing various stoles, cords, medallions, and pins, indicating high honors and membership in different organizations. These honors recognize not only the students' commitment and membership to their clubs, but also the achievement that they obtained within those organizations. As students are called to collect their diplomas, those that are graduating with honors will also be recognized by one of three levels. The students who are recognized as graduating cum laude means they have achieved a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.69. Those students recognized as graduating magna cum laude means they have a cumulative GPA of 3.7 to 3.99. Those students recognized as graduating summa cum laude means they have a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or higher. Mr. Kopp, in accordance with the authority vested in me by the Franklin County Board of Education and in accordance with the requirements of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the State Department of Education, the Franklin County Board of Education, and Franklin County High School, it is my privilege and pleasure to present this Franklin County High School class of 2021 to you as candidates for graduation. First row, please stand. Carmen Gabrielle Adon. Juan Luis Aguilar Herrera. Emily Grace Allen, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Brooke Anderson. Jaden Nicole Anderson, summa cum laude. Nyla Anderson, summa cum laude. Sydney Catherine Bailey, magna cum laude. Zachary Cole Bailey. Taylor Leanna Banta, magna cum laude. Gabriel Annalisa Barano. Haley Marie Beatty, magna cum laude. Benjamin James Berry. Brandy Nicole Elizabeth Bishop. Samuel Paul Blomer, magna cum laude. Logan David Boone. Robert Clark Bourne, summa cum laude. Clay Lynn Bowman, summa cum laude. Max Dean Brown. Jessica Leanne Broyles, magna cum laude. Nicholas Scott Broyles. Rebecca Jaden Berger. Jackson Reed Butler, magna cum laude. Tanner Gerald Carr. JC Lorraine Carter. Sophia Elise Charles, magna cum laude. Owen Matthew Clements, magna cum laude. Caitlin Hope Klein. Taylor Montgomery Cockrell. Darius Isaiah Compton. Jonathan Andrew Cook, summa cum laude. Anthony Ray Cox, Jr. McKenna Lynn Deaton, magna cum laude. Nikitha Durana Pragada, summa cum laude. Jack Thomas Dixon. Tate Waterfield Dudgeon, summa cum laude. Natalie Marie Dufour, summa cum laude. Jacob Adam Dummett. Michael Anthony Dummett. Lakin Renee Duncan. Yasani Amaya Elliott. Lakin Carol Ellis, summa cum laude. Phoebe Case Emberton, magna cum laude. Frederick Tyrone Farrier II, magna cum laude. Leland Mitchell Fern. Katiana Isabella Fernandez. Leah Ashanti Fox. Caleb Tyler Frazee, magna cum laude. Ian Guyana, summa cum laude. Gabriel Angel Garcia. Austin Tyler Goins. Landon Thomas Good, summa cum laude. Connor Lee Gormley. Madison Joan Graves, magna cum laude. Abigail Marie Grimes, summa cum laude. Ingrid Elizabeth Haig, summa cum laude. Kelsey Morgan Ham, summa cum laude. Haviland Elaine Harris, summa cum laude. Jayla LaRae Harris. Jordan Tempest Harris, summa cum laude. Cooper Walden Hendricks, summa cum laude. Candace Harrington. Acacia Latee Hill. Alana Taylor Howell, magna cum laude. Travis Wayne Hughes. Haley Elise Jansen. Gabrielle Nicole Johnson, summa cum laude. Brooke Elizabeth Johnston, magna cum laude. Avion Majoy Jones. Noah Andrew Kennedy. Lindley Elizabeth Long. Hannah Lyles, summa cum laude. Taylor K. Manley, magna cum laude. Somya Rede Maratha, summa cum laude. Shelby Lachey Martin, cum laude. Cayman Joseph Mays Clark. Kanaya McCrae, summa cum laude. Emily Caitlin Melton. Brooklyn Danielle Miles, magna cum laude. Alex Joseph Mitchell, cum laude. Jonathan Dale Mitchell. Alejandro Moncada Andrade. Marquise Lamont Monet. Emily Ray Monin, summa cum laude. Jalen Sierra Moravicek, magna cum laude. Taylor Renee Napier. Henry Nasai. Miguel A. Ortega. Anthony Brendan Osterman, cum laude. Grace Elizabeth Parker, summa cum laude. Ronald Langent Pasqua, Jr., magna cum laude. Jill Alpishkumar Patel, magna cum laude. Vanish S. Patel, magna cum laude. Austin Wayne Patrick. Megan Gabrielle Pierce, magna cum laude. Philip Benjamin Pfeiffer, summa cum laude. Lily Grace Pennington, summa cum laude. Abigail Jade Perry, summa cum laude. Archibald Pena Perez. David Thomas Pollard. Owen Thomas Powell, magna cum laude. Austin Blake Presley, magna cum laude. Madison Marie Quire, cum laude. Alan Yair Reyes Martinez. Emma Claire Rohr, summa cum laude. Addison Blair Roark. Emily May Roberts, magna cum laude. Jerry Cruz. Kendall Bryant Roeder. Kayla Jade Rogers, summa cum laude. Joshua Michael Roll. Amelia Grace Roney, summa cum laude. Autumn Faith Roney, summa cum laude. Jordan DePaul Rossbrat. Brandon James Rowland. Ariana Nicole Rudolph, summa cum laude. Leah Haley Grace Riles. Carson Tyler Miles Sanders. Jackson Caleb Scott. Hannah Lene Simpson. Jade Olivia Monique Smith, magna cum laude. Kennedy Michelle Smith, summa cum laude. Shelby Elizabeth Smith, magna cum laude. Jade Marie Snyder, magna cum laude. William Owen Southworth. Marley Elizabeth Sparks, magna cum laude. Tiara Leanne Spalding. Alasia Patrice Starks. Logan Tyler Stockton. Emma Elizabeth Story, magna cum laude. Autumn Ray Summers, magna cum laude. Peyton Joe Sutton, summa cum laude. Caitlin Paige Taylor. Cade Raleigh Terry, magna cum laude. Kennedy Ruth Lene Thornton, magna cum laude. Antonia D. Tillman, cum laude. Patrick Colin Tincher. Nicole Elizabeth Thomas, magna cum laude. Keith Anthony Travis. Bryce Donovan Tucker. Caden Brock Turner, summa cum laude. Ijamin Rachel Unikalu, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Valadares Valles, summa cum laude. Maria Valles. Arthur Bertram Van Houten V, magna cum laude. Diana Rose Vaughn. Tyler Philip Vino. Jaden Kalea Wallace, magna cum laude. Sabrina Marie Ware, summa cum laude. Riley Michelle Welch, magna cum laude. Allison Mackenzie Wells, summa cum laude. Jasmine Lynn Wheatley. Jenica Mackenzie Weidman, cum laude. Claude Micah Williams. Doris Eleanor Williams, summa cum laude. Trinity Jade Williams, magna cum laude. Sydney Ella Wicks. Jacoy Carice Woods. Kendall Brooke Woods, summa cum laude. Andrew Thomas Wright, summa cum laude. Monte Kiwan Russell Yett, magna cum laude. Brandon Augusto Zamudio. Gabriela Carmela Enriquez. Thelma Kamea Owedru. Erin Nicole Reynolds. Students, please rise for the turning of your tassels and remain standing. I present to you the class of 2021. Students, you may move your tassels. Congratulations.